Hey everyone, it's Sam here, and today I'm going to show you how to make a fun kinetic card. These are great for personalising, and I'm going to share quite a few videos across the coming days, so make sure you're subscribed to both the CraftStash channel and also to the Made to Surprise YouTube channel. But for today's card, I'm going to be using the new Mini Me set and the Those That Help Others set. So let's get started. So I've taken the die here, and it will give you these two pieces, and then if you want to stencil some more detail into them, you can. I've actually left mine plain. You've got your scrubs here, but they could also just be a plain t-shirt because this is all stencil detail, so if you don't add it, you don't see it. This is like your firefighter, but again, all this detail, if you don't add it, it can be used for other occupations, other jobs. You've got your vest here, which is like your armour for the police officer, but it also works quite well as a life jacket. I was saying in another video, my dad wears a vest very similar to this, and he's a kayak instructor, so it would work perfectly for him. I've used these trousers here for her, so she's going to have just her arms moving. The bottom part of her is going to just stay as it is, so something like this. You can see the overalls from the other set. You've got swinging legs there. Her legs aren't going to swing, she's just going to be just as she is. What else do I need to show you? Oh yeah, the sleeves here are the sleeves from the fireman, but I actually preferred that style, or you've got these ones here that you can have. Everything will mix and match across this set here, because this is what I've used obviously to build her face and the hair. So you've got two different faces. One's got more rounded, one's a bit more chiseled. You've got two different necks. They all work, all coordinates. She's actually got the little pumps there, but I'm thinking I might add trainers onto her. But then the pumps do look good as well. You can mix the trainers across either feet, but with this one, these feet, I guess it's more the masculine, more of your male kind of size. They are shaped to the trainer. You've got different hairstyles. So you've got a short hairstyle, but you can add the little plaits if you want. You can cut her hair so it's more blunt. You can have it tucked behind her ear. You've got three different faces with the dies, but you've also got the stamped faces in the sets. So I've stamped her face, this one here. She's got then the needle or the injection. She's got the stethoscope and the mask. I'm probably not going to use the mask. I might just have it holding, she might be holding it in her hand. But you can create an optician here. You can have obviously all different kind of medical, could be a carer, just change the colour of the outfit. You've got your police officer, you've got your firefighter, you've got your medical hat there as well if you wanted to have, if you want them to have a hat on. And then you've got all your different sayings. So this one's thank you for your service, but you've also got thanks for protecting me, sound the alarm, there's a birthday to celebrate, it's not a party until the handcuffs come out. So these could be funny cards as well. You could see, you could do something like the YMCA, you could do the full Monty, you could really play around with these as well. You could add real photos of people, just scale it down. You could add maybe a celebrity, it could be a cartoon character. There's just lots you can do with these. You can also put a big bobblehead, so my change in faces, you can put a huge bobblehead and then have a little body, and you'll see more of those kind of things as well in the videos that I share. So this is all the pieces. I'm going to build her and talk about that a bit more, and then I'm using the 5x7 mechanism. So there's a 6x6, which is the original one, which has a snow angel die in it as well, because the movement of them, so something like this is like a snow angel. So here's your police officer, and that's on the 6x6, but I've actually stuck it onto a 7x7. Then you've got your firefighter here. He's just got the one arm moving, and that's on a 6x6. And then you've got the swinging legs there. So there's all different ones to use, but I like the A2 on a 5x7 or a bigger card. It gives you this space to be able to write and stamp, you know, your sentiments and messages. So with all of them, you build them the same way. So die cut your main die here, goes through, all of them go through a standard die machine, but cut it twice. I've cut it using the new papers, which is from this set here. It's got all your different medical icons on there, and then I've cut it again in white card and stuck them together so it's nice and strong. And then again the pull tab, just cut two of them together, stick them, and again nice and strong, and then the little arrow there. Now I've already added this arm, so I just wanted to check it was all going to work, but I'm going to talk through now the rest. So because of the character or the profession that I'm wanting to build, what you need to do is stick the sleeve onto the arm and just line up the little holes there. So I'm just going to add a little glue onto the arm and just stick that down. Make sure you get her wrist in the center there of that sleeve. Now with this one, you could just have her in the scrubs like so. So See, I stick her together. Obviously ignore that I've stuck those sleeves on, but her arms, you'd see, they would just sit nicely under there. But I want her to wear a jacket. Now when I sit this underneath, you've got the little bit of the sleeve sticking out there, so you just want to snip that off. You won't see any of it, but just snip it away. So again, just hold that underneath, line it up with her shoulder. All the angles and everything will all coordinate. And then again, just snip that away. So now I can see how she's going to look. I haven't stuck it down yet because I'm just showing you processes, but if you know this is what you're doing, then stick it down and then snip it away. If I just kind of hold those there and then lay it down, you can see how that's going to work, I think, quite well. So now I can just run a little glue down the side under there. So the point of the jacket is just hitting the top of the V of this, the kind of collar there, or the neckline. Now you also get a lot of stencil details. You can see the little pocket. I've just kept that t-shirt or scrub, whatever you want to call it, in the dye, and then I used a darker ink and just went over the detail. Happy with that. And then this one is just going to sit behind. Just add a little glue, because these puppets don't have to move at all. You might just want to make a load of nice little characters and then stick them, you know, onto different cards. It might be a little gift tag, do all sorts with them. But I'm pretty happy. I think she looks cool. And then the legs, you only need the feet. You could even snip all of the leg off if you wanted to, because they're not going to move. But you're just going to add your glue. So, and again with the other one. And then her little shoes, just a little glue. You'll see they fit perfectly, like so. I think she's looking like she's working in the hospital. So now to attach your arms, I'm just going to snip off some of the brad. You might want to snip off the edges. I said it in many videos, because you're working with thinner limbs, you might see little bits like this, whereas before with like the bigger animals that I use these with, Santa, snowman, they were bigger body parts, so they covered everything. But we've gone a bit smaller now, so your brad, you want to try and get colours that are going to work well. If you've got white brad, you can actually colour over those with alcohol markers. And just little things like snipping off the edge of the brads, just going to make it a little bit more cleaner when you go to stick it together. So because I'm only having the 2 arms moving, I only need 4 brads. You're going to pop one through the outer hole, and then the top 2 here are for your arms, bottom 2 are for the legs. And then on the back, if you just open it up and fold it over your piercing tool or something thin, because you want the limbs to move really freely. You see, they just swing around and you won't get like a scratching sound when you move it all. Next, you're going to pop that through there, slide it through, and these 2 holes will coordinate or line up with the top 2 holes here, because you've got 4 holes on here. Top 2 for your arms, bottom 2 for the legs. And then just line it up so it goes through the other hole on the arm and then out through the back. Open that up, and again just fold it over something, just so it's not touching the cardstock. And then just do a test so she moves perfectly. You might just want to have one. I've tried to represent every kind of way in terms of the movements that you would use these in all the different videos. So now we've got the 2 arms. So just push that down, okay? And next we want to take some foam pads, and you're going to double up your foam, because you need it to be higher than the brads so that you can attach the character or the puppet, the mini-me, whatever it may be. So just some little squares. It's going to be more than enough to hold it. And push that down, and you've got a little right angle here. You want to pop this up into the corner there. You might need to make these thinner, because once you kind of lay your puppet down, see her coat comes out further, so it actually hides it. But if I didn't have the coat on her, can you see how thin her body is? You'd probably see them, so I'd cut them in half again. So you are going to have to adapt, you know, parts of it accordingly. But it's very easy, and I know lots of you have these already or have the original ones. We've brought these out because people have requested for humans. And again, if these are popular, we've already spoken about bride and groom, different sports, having a suit in there, dresses, you know, there's endless, so many ideas. So taking all the backing off, keep that pushed down, And now I want to line up the arms with her body. So she's going to be, I think, about there. And just do a little test. That looks pretty good to me. Now, what I can see is this bit. So I'm going to just snip that off because I don't need it. So just get rid of it. And then that won't come down through the middle. That's better. Just want those to move. And when it's kind of resting, does it look good? And I think that is pretty good to me. Okay, happy with that. Now you might, some of them might be a little bit lower or higher. Some of the heads come up past. So for example, this one here, it's come past the little slot. So I put some foam behind his head just to support it. Others, it won't. So like her head isn't, but it doesn't matter. But what you might want to do is your sentiment, you can have that. So it's just covering the slot a little bit. Hers is just in line. I don't think it's enough to really, I'm not bothered by that. And the sentiment I'm going to have here, so that kind of distracts the eye away anyway. So I'm going to lay that one down next. And this is what I mean, even at this point, you could still take all this apart and it won't really damage your card. So thank you for your service. I think this is a lovely card. If you've maybe had an operation yourself, maybe your loved one's been in hospital, family members, you know, I think these are going to be something quite different, quite special to send them. Now I want to have, this could go around her neck. Now it doesn't cut so it's open. I just snipped through the top there, but that will wrap around her neck. But I'm wondering whether she's, I might have her just kind of holding it. But then I do kind of want the injection because I think that looks quite different. So I'm going to pop a little bit of glue there. And then I just clip it underneath, just underneath her thumb. And that way, with her thumb coming over, it looks like she is actually holding it. I mean, if a doctor came running to me doing that, flapping her arms with a needle, I'd be slightly concerned, but hopefully it makes you smile. Now let's just see how this one does look, because you can, like I said, it does go around. I should really, shouldn't I? Yeah, that does look cool actually. What I'm going to do is just add a little glue. I don't even need to, it won't come out from around her neck unless I pull it. So I'm just going to add a little glue just there to kind of hold that in place, and then she can hold the face mask in the other hand. Again, just clipping it under her thumb and just kind of shape the arms, maybe add a little bit of a curl to them or curve. And then to attach it to your card blank, just cover the back. You can use double-sided tape if you want. Don't go too close to this part, but you can go right over the brads. I always use foam. I just like the extra dimension. But obviously for those of you who are posting, you might not want to add that extra dimension. But just make sure you cover all parts of it so it doesn't dip. And just lay it on your card. Make sure you've got a nice even border. And there's the finished card. Super cute, really different, and I think quite special. And that's just some of the others that I've done. So there are videos for all of these, plus Gemma has made, I think she's got 6 other samples. There'd be ones that I would have demoed, so they'll be in the playlist eventually. And look out for the ones with the big bobble heads because they are very fun. And as I mentioned before, a photograph of someone you know or yourself will be so hilarious on these. So I hope you have fun with them. Hope this has given you lots of inspiration with these videos that you've seen so far. All of the products that I've used, as always, are linked in the description box below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any future videos. And I'll be back again soon. Take care. Bye.